Again, if you have kids in the room, please mute the TV. I'm going to show you a video. It's 2 minutes long. It is what happened to one of our CNN crews when the mob realized that they were members of the media. There's very graphic language in this video, but you need to watch it.
Get out of here, motherfuckers!
Let's go. Let's go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Don't you touch me!
Who are you with? There's more of us than you. There's more of us than you.
Do something! Shoot something! Fucking pussy! Hey, this guy's with the media! This guy's with the media!
Fuck out of
You gotta get through them! You don't have to come through me! That is not us! You get the fuck out of here before you get hurt! This is not us! This is not us! This is what we're.
Let's bring in Alex Marquardt, who you just saw there, the CNN senior national security correspondent, who was walking with photojournalist Ronnie McRae out of there. Alex, I want viewers to know, news crews did have security at the Capitol on Wednesday. We normally don't talk about that. That is a part of the reality. And yet, even with security, even with your experience as a foreign correspondent, you were in the middle of this mob. Did you feel that you could be hurt or killed in that moment?
Oh, absolutely. It was very scary. It was a very hairy moment. We were all very rattled afterwards. We knew, Brian, going into this crowd that this was a hostile crowd, both towards journalists in general and CNN in particular. So the entire day, we had to walk this line of how close do we get to actually witness the events and do our jobs, but also stay safe. And at this point, what was going on inside the Capitol was already well underway. So we wanted to get a little bit closer to get a sense of what was going on. And at a certain point, I still don't know how, they figured out that we were with CNN. And that's when the crowd really turned on us. And Brian, there was this wave of aggression and anger that just rippled through the crowd, and you could see everyone start looking at us and turning on us, people calling us traitors and chanting USA and saying, get the F out of here. That was kind of the best of it. And then there was this a lot more of an aggressive element. You saw guys there saying, there are a lot more of us than you. We could absolutely destroy you. So at that moment, the singular focus for my team, for my producer, Jamie Crawford, Ronnie McRae, the photojournalist, as you mentioned, our singular focus was to get out of there unscathed. We put our heads down and tried to get out of that crowd. You saw at the end there was a big guy in an orange sweatshirt who basically pushed some of the people back, saying, "This is not us." And to him, I would say, thank you for trying to block any sort of physical violence against us, but respectfully, many of the people out there, that was exactly them. And I think we were lucky to have gotten out of there without any sort of physical assault, but it was a very hairy moment.
Greetings, patriots, and you enemies of America that are watching this video. Black Lives Matter is not just a hate group, but a domestic terrorist organization. Don't forget that Hillary Clinton and you, Mr. Obama, have embraced the domestic terrorist organization. If your homes are to be burned at some point in the future, what is going to be your reaction? Because that may happen, I predict. There's a good possibility that people, and I think I wouldn't really see a problem with it, and I'm going to tell you people that I don't care if they're women or children, anyone coming out of the store, should be shot on sight. If they make it down the street, just take their asses out and shoot them in the back. That's right. To the bitches, losers, and maggots known as BLM. You want to see this is the solution to BLM. And BLM, I got a round with your name on it. There might be a 12-year-old girl or an 8-year-old boy coming out of the store. Well, you know what? It's called collateral damage. When is anyone going to grab a set of balls and step up? Black Lives Matter are working with the Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood is supplying weapons in Atlanta, Georgia to groups of radical black Americans. There's a blowback coming. And a warning to the Justice Department and federal agents. If you continue to stand down, this is only going to get far, far worse. It's going to escalate. Okay, it's going to escalate. Black Lives Matter is nothing more than a domestic terrorist organization. The way they dealt with terrorists on the battlefield is the way we need to deal with Black Lives Matter in the streets of America. Maggots, you've been warned.
All right, family. So as you just watch, these idiots literally ruined their life for the commanding thief. This dude bailed out on them at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? I could guarantee you not one of them got pardoned. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I say a lot of these idiots, they need a high IQ test. For real, they really do. Because, I mean, I can understand supporting the president, a president to an extent. But I'm not going to go out there and desecrate a monument, such as the Capitol. That's where government resides. I mean, just think about it. They really thought they was going to get away with the shit. Donald Trump, at the end of the day, it's a misery love company. Donald Trump want basically a whole fucking crew to go down with this ship. He don't want to go by himself. So to show you how idiotic these people are, and that's why I always say, man, I'm so glad that, I never really even considered taking a high IQ test, because I'm not going to let a test tell me that I'm smart. So just common sense alone. I mean, I've done a lot of things in my life, right? Some of which I literally, even when I'm doing it, I'm like, hey, I'm not doing this shit for too long, because, eventually this shit's going to catch up with me. So I always knew when to say when. Any criminality that I've came across or partially engaged in, right? I knew at a time for me to say, you know what? It's time for me to stop. Because, no, you can't do bad. You can't do evil and think it's going to go on forever. You know what I'm saying? What goes around, come around. Let's say you don't believe in the Bible, right? But there is such thing as a karma. Karma means if you do something good will come to you. If you do something evil will come to you. So as I watch these assholes, these fucking goofies, right, literally storming the Capitol on behalf of Donald Trump, who really don't give a shit. Donald Trump told him, I will see you down there, or some shit like that, right? And these idiots, okay, yeah, we going, Donald Trump is with us. And this motherfucker did a detour. He knew better. Donald Trump was doing everything in his power to overthrow the election. He put out all the stops and it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So the last thing is like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to use these idiots, my supporters, these fucking fools, because I might look like them. I'm nothing like them. Donald Trump was born into wealth. He's a so-called billionaire, right? These are some rednecks, hillbilly, backwoods idiots. So they think that Donald Trump really give a shit about them. Donald Trump don't care nothing about these idiots. All Donald Trump care about is his brand and himself and his daughter. I don't even think he care about his kids, his boys and shit. Or his bitch. You know what I'm saying? And these idiots are willing to put their freedom, in some cases their lives, because I think 4 of them died and shit. You know what I mean? For some fucking idiot. For some clown. Orange clown. Now this man is out of office. You have a lot of litigation he's dealing with and shit. You know what I'm saying? I suspect they're going to go after him hard, because one thing I remember, right, when they had that debate, And when Donald Trump attacked Joe Biden, now for the record, I don't really like Joe Biden either. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck around with the left or the right. I'm an independent. But I remember when he attacked Joe Biden's son, Hunter. And I saw the pain and the hurt and the anger in Joe Biden's eyes. I knew right then and there Donald Trump was going down. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make sure they got rid of this rogue devil out of the office. Now, to be honest, right, if Donald Trump wasn't so divisive, wasn't so racist, I wouldn't have no problem with him. I kid you not. Because Donald Trump is not a politician, right? He don't deal with politics. He's a businessman. He don't know nothing about politics. But what happened was when he started to like really show his true color. Now I didn't even knew his father was a part of the KKK until he got into office, and you know, because they didn't like Donald Trump, they started bringing out, you know, saying bad press about the dude. But even then, I didn't really, you know, give a shit because, you know, I remember Donald Trump when I was living in New York. Donald Trump was always at boxing matches and shit with Don King. So I always thought the dude was cool. He was taking photos with rappers and shit. So I always thought Donald Trump was cool, despite his father. I mean, your father could be racist. That doesn't mean you're gonna be racist. But then when I found out that this man is just like his daddy, you know what I'm saying? They always say the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree, and that's true. And that's when I started to like dislike this motherfucker. I realized that he is a racist pig. And then the way he talk about women, grabbing women by the pussy, and you know what I'm saying, I realized this dude is he don't have no class. You know, he kind of remind me like a mob boss. So these idiots now got to deal with the consequences. And I suspect now that Joe Biden is in office, he got his IG, right, in power and shit. You know what I'm saying? No more Barr to defend Donald Trump. I promise you, Donald Trump is gonna go down. I told y'all in many videos that I wouldn't be surprised if we hear of a death this year before April. You know what I'm saying? I got a vision or some kind of insight that we're going to hear of someone dying on the world stage. Now, someone said to me, it was Larry King. Nah, I don't think it was Larry King. I think it's more so. I mean, Larry King was known on the world stage, but nah, it's someone more popular, someone more powerful than a Larry King. So someone told me today, it was like, well, actually it wasn't today, yesterday, that, okay, I guess I was right because Larry King passed on. Larry King is basically in show business. I don't think it's Larry King. I think it's somebody on the world stage, somebody more powerful, somebody in politics. How about that? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all a hint. And I know a lot of y'all speculating it's Donald Trump. But listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump, and I'm going to say, if they don't take out Donald Trump one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take him out. Of course, they're going to try to put him in jail and shit, take him off the political scene, right? Lock his ass up. And I suspect because he got so much information, he know too much, right? Got a lot of inside information. And remember, Donald Trump and Russia is buddy. So, you know, I'm just saying, I'm freedom of speech now, motherfuckers, freedom of speech. Don't say that I'm on here with conspiracy. I'm just giving you my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm practicing my First Amendment right. I suspect that they gonna probably take his ass out. I'm just saying, you know, he got too much information and he's like a wild card. And maybe that's what the prophetic insight that I got, the prophetic dream, if you will. Maybe that's what it's about. I'm not saying that's the case, but it's kind of like likely this shit could happen. You know what I mean? Because this dude is just a fucking idiot. And then you got these dumbasses now, they got to deal with feds and they got to deal with criminal charges because of what? Because of one man that cares nothing about him. Donald Trump only needed the White House for one reason only, to keep his ass out of jail. Because during the presidency, you can't touch him. He's untouchable. But they made sure he was a one-term president. And I suspect that, you know, the Senate, they're going to try to, you know, side with Donald Trump. Because see, the Republican Senate, they don't like Donald Trump, or the House. They don't like Donald Trump. What it is, they are fearful of Donald Trump. You know, well, he can't tweet anymore, right? But what it is, they don't want to turn on Donald Trump outwardly and shit, and then the Republican voters decide they're not gonna fuck with them no more or vote for them, whatever. Yeah, senators or governor, whatever position they hold. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of losing their position. That's why I tell you, these devils have no fucking loyalty. They said no loyalty among thieves. You know what I'm saying? Look at that other one. I forgot his name. The one that be like he be sucking Donald Trump's dick. What's his name again? He always Graham, Lindsey Graham. That's the I tell you, man. If I was his kid, I kid you not, I would kill myself if he was my father. That dude is such a suck up. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute I remember when in the 2016 primary and shit or whatever, when they was running for governor, presidency, whatever, he was talking shit about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a criminal, he's a con man, he's a mob, this and that. And as soon as the man become president, he's sucking his dick and shit. You know, just the other day when they stormed the Capitol, he was talking shit about Donald Trump. No more, I can't, this is it. And guess what? Not even 3-4 days later, this man is on the Trump train and shit, or in this case, a Trump plane, which was Air Force One, going to some kind of rally or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is why I me personally, family, with no disrespect all white people, because I don't believe all of y'all are bad, but I don't trust you motherfuckers. Y'all are some snakes, man. That's why I always call y'all reptilian. Y'all some snakes. Snake look pretty and shit, calm, and the motherfucking cold. The snake is calm and shit. But as soon as it heats up, you go back to that same snake that you saw was docile when it was cold, and touch that motherfucker when summertime come, he'll jump around and bite your ass. That's why I don't fuck with white people, man. No disrespect to all of y'all, but many of y'all, I don't trust y'all. Because y'all are some fucking devils, for real. You know what I mean? Lindsey Graham, that motherfucker, I swear. Like I said, if I was his son, I would kill myself. I wouldn't even want to be a part of the family and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, for you dumb, hillbilly, backwards, Neanderthal idiots, now y'all gonna have to deal with the consequences. Where's Donald Trump at? Where's Donald Trump pardon when you need him? Huh? Where's Donald Trump? Nowhere to be found, because Donald Trump only cares about himself. Like I said, he may look like y'all or look like you hillbillies, but he's not one of y'all. He was born in wealth. Anyway, family, with that I say shalom.